Hello, lovely. I'm going to teach you right now how to make your quarterly tax payment on the IRS website. I'm recording this in April, so this is when you're going to possibly have some confusion between two payments that are due at the same time. One is your tax payment for the year that just ended. At the moment, that's 2022. And also, at the same time, your first quarterly payment for 2023 is also due on the same day. So, today I'm going to talk about making that quarterly tax payment, okay, which is a separate payment. Let's go. All right, first you want to make sure you are at irs.gov. That's where you're going to make that federal tax payment. Remember, there's also a state tax payment that you probably have due. All of you are in different states. Your state might not even tax you if you're in, Texas, Florida, Tennessee, New Hampshire, one of those no income tax states. But assuming you're not in one of those states, you'll also have to pay at your state Department of Revenue. I always recommend a little quick Google search. Where do I make my Massachusetts income tax payment? For example. All right. I should say Massachusetts quarterly tax payment for income taxes. Make sure you say income taxes because sales tax could be a little bit different. All right. So you're at irs.gov. Make sure it's the correct site. It should be the IRS. It should not be a spoof site. Just be careful about that. All right, we're going to come over here and we're going to click make a payment. I like to pay with my bank account because there's no fee. So that's how I roll. Here we go. Make a payment again. Okay, click the reason. This is important. Okay, first of all, I see some people get tripped up over here. Business taxes. I know that I'm always saying that that you should think of yourself as a business, and the Schedule C means you're a business. Yes, except on your actual tax return. So your Schedule C goes on your individual 1040 personal income tax return. Okay. So if you have a Schedule C, this is considered a personal income tax payment. I know, a little weird. Business taxes, when the IRS asks you a question like that, they're referring specifically to a separate corporate income tax return. Okay. So you don't want to do that. Okay. Select the reason for the payment. Now, this is actually incredibly important. Do not click the wrong thing here, or you will not get credited for the payment that you are actually making. You don't want to go click balance due when you're trying to pay your estimated quarterly taxes because you will not be credited for having made an estimated tax payment. It's a computer. It's stupid. It doesn't know what your brain's intention is. You have to be deliberate to tell it, and you have to get the category correct. So we're making an estimated tax payment here. So that's what you want to click. All right. This is just confirmation. Okay. You don't have to worry about this. 1040 ES stands for estimate. Okay. That is what you want. The 1040 is a personal income tax return. So you're in the right place if that's what you see. Tax period for payment, 2023. You used to have to pick the year. I'm really glad that they defaulted now because it just makes it, there's less room for error. So remember, quarterly taxes are paid for the current year, right? And right now, as I'm filming this, it's 2023. So you do want 2023 on here. Now, this is as very distinct from paying a balance due for your tax return. That is going to be for the year that just passed. So that would be 2022 for your balance due, paying your tax bill, right? So this is different. Estimated quarterly taxes, you're paying for the current year. You want to be seeing the current year down there. All right. So you're just going to hit confirm. Okay, payment amount. Let's just say I'm going to pay an amount that I have paid once before in my life. I'm going to confirm that payment amount. Okay, payment date. This one's important too. So your payment is due on tax day. Okay, that's important. So the actual payment might not go through for a day or two. You ought to treat it as though it's going to go through right away for your safety so you don't have an insufficient funds situation. So I want you to be very careful that you are taking money out of an account that has the money in it. If you need to transfer, make sure you do that ahead of time because you do not want the IRS pulling your funds out the day before the transfer goes through and you getting hit with insufficient funds because then you haven't officially made your tax payment. So I'm putting here the official, today's date when I'm recording this, but you can put it in the future up to the actual tax deadline. So best if you're not doing this on tax day, but if you are, use an account that already has the money in it. All right. So routing number, I'm just going to make up some stuff. We're not going to get insecure with this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. This is a fake account, so obviously it's not real. And there's some numbers, and then I'm going to confirm the number, blah, 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 account type. And then you're just going to check over here some terms of service. And I always click that I would like to receive email confirmation. The confirmation number that you get is an important number that you have to track. So go ahead and click that thing. They're not putting you on some list, don't worry. But it's very important to get that email confirmation so that you have a record of your confirmation number. Otherwise, you're going to have to remember to write it down. And sometimes I forget that. All right. So you're going to put in your email address right here and confirm it. And then you're going to click continue. Okay. Well, I've made some errors because I made up bank account information. So I'm not really going to be able to proceed right here. All right. Jumping back in to show you the confirmation page. So above, you're going to, once you click through, I just cleared my errors. Once you click through, you're going to review everything very carefully that you have set up. And you don't want to miss this step. Please review it. Please double, triple check your routing number, your account number, and make sure it is the account that you intended to take the money out of. This is a really big deal. The IRS will penalize you if the money's not in the account. So you just want to triple check. Okay. All right. So you review all that information. And then you're going to submit your electronic signature. This is the last step. Okay. So here's mine. I'm actually paying right now. And today's date. And I accept the agreement. Submit. Okay. So there we go. Here's my confirmation payment. It shows all the stuff. And you probably want to print it right now. That's a good idea. You can make another payment if you want to carry on and make your tax payment for the year that just went by. All right. At the moment, I do not, and I did already get a confirmation number because I had it emailed to me, but this confirmation number up here, you want to save that number and you want to keep it in your records. So if you didn't sign up for the email alerts, do not close this screen or you will be in trouble because you will not be able to check up on this account. All right. I'm going to exit. Okay. Now that's it. You've made your payment. And I recommend from this point that you set some dates on your calendar, put the other quarterly tax deadline dates onto your calendar. Probably you want to put about a week before the date actually onto your calendar so you have time to transfer money if you need to. And that's how you make your quarterly tax payments. Thanks for watching.